Then you
Unmute.
should be able to unmute yourself.
Hello, 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 hello.
Please tell me it switched now.
Hello, hello,
Yes.
hello, parrot.
Yes.
Hello, hello, hello. And welcome to
Yes.
FRL 3
Is
in
the
fine
fucking mute,
style.
mute button.
It's a
God,
Bunty moment. It's a classic Bunty moment. But Smolly's
nah,
on
just a
pole.
PS5 moment. Yeah, Smolly's on
Yeah.
pole. We still only have 5 guys with a valid lap time and 6 guys already retired.
I think we've had a few of them have a quali ban.
I
Frankie
see, I'm
and
gonna check right now.
Yeah, Frankie and Bobby couldn't race tonight. So the man who's second in the championship, or could be
Maybe.
first,
Allegedly.
depending on Stewart's reports, how they actually end up.
Yeah, because the standings haven't been updated
Ooh,
yet.
Sphinx. The championship leader, we'll just say, the championship leader is not racing tonight because he's accumulated too many penalty points. So completely F3 normal style. The guy who's leading the championship has the most penalty points, but this is good quality so far.
Let's
Anyone
see.
pointing out?
Quali bands, just to
Yeah.
confirm it, quali bands are Bava, Kostya, and Michael van Dongen. And we had Ruben, Michael, and Glowstick all crashing out. Because
Yeah.
it's Monaco in full wet conditions, as Molly just invalidated in turn 1.
Oh, but he did improve on that last lap. I didn't see, but he improved by 2/10. And Sphinx in that lovely looking Ferrari is at the moment on provisional pole. Only 5 guys at that lap time. Wow.
I do quite like that Ferrari. I even don't mind the yellow box on the engine cover that much anymore.
I love the rear wing. It really kind of
Yeah,
looks
with the old
retro
school
and awesome.
Ferrari thingy. Oh, it just looks lovely. Why don't they use that for the entire season?
Exactly. I like the retro looks. Textrex, by the way, coming across the line. He only has, I think, a half a front wing, but half a front wing doesn't mean anything. He still puts his car up to sixth. I think he's doing. Last season he was F4. I didn't commentate on F4 last season, but he's, I think, a pretty good driver in F4, and that's why he got moved up to F3. What have you made of him, T-Hawk, so far this season, Textrex?
I think from what I can remember, because my memory is very, very shite, um, he is quite decent. I'd say like solid midfield runner.
Yeah.
He's not going to be challenging for wins and podiums, as I see Weckler has put on the intermediates in the garage.
Ooh.
And it's still raining, but it isn't as hard as it was at the beginning of quali. Never mind, he went back to the full wets now. Tex is usually, I'd say, somewhere around P8, 9. That's roughly his pace. And given that only 6 guys have been able to set a lap time so far, and 6 guys have already retired, this could be a very good race for him. Because as we know in Monaco, qualifying is everything, and you would
Yeah.
not want to have a qualifying around here.
Yeah, definitely. He's got the fish helmet on, so it'll be sink or swim for him in this quali. I mean, I saw the opportunity, but sadly he put his car up to fifth. So despite the conditions being pretty crap, or shite as you say in Germany, for the top five are within 1 second, which isn't too bad, and even the top three, as I've just seen, VIP, he's only 2/10 off pole. The top three are within 2/10. I wonder if
Yeah.
F4 has dry conditions. I reckon even
No,
if
F4
F4.
is full wet as well. Parrot was already, oh yeah, Flex was already joking about it in the general chat. How
Oh
great it is to
god.
see both tiers with full wet conditions. As Weckler is on his outlap on the Inters. I'm gonna watch him very closely to see how much he might struggle. Does seem to have a bit of understeer through Mirabeau, coming towards the Löw's hairpin.
Oh, Cassidy, 7 laps he's done on the wet tyres. Wow.
I mean, qualifying in the wet, it's really all just about confidence. The longer you
Yeah.
drive, the more confidence you're gonna get. We got more and more guys on the Inters. We got Swings now on the Inters in the pits. Iwizuk, Texvax, Weckler, as I said, already on his outlap on those Inters. But still looking a bit lazy on the front end. Gonna be interesting to see what he can do if he can keep it out of the barrier.
Yeah, as you said, it's confidence. Going on the Inters is definitely not going to fill you with confidence unless Jeff tells you. I'm not sure if Jeff can tell you if Inter or wets are the best tyre. But we'll see what Ratcliffe can do. He's a green car, green tyres, black helmet. But the car looks a bit lethargic. I was expecting him to open the TRS there, but oh, he got a bit of a kind of wheel spin down the straight.
All the way up into 6th gear, still spinning wheels. Oh, and with understeer
no.
and with a side tap. Does he have damage on the front left? Looks okay, and pad is still there.
Does he stick to it? Because I don't think he'll have... Does he have enough time to come back into the pits? It's a wet lap, that's the thing. I don't think he has enough time. So he's going to have to commit, really.
Yeah. I mean, even if he has damage, he should... If he has damage, it should only be minor, so he should be able to stick in maybe another 2 laps after this, I'd imagine.
Yeah, and he's only... I just saw there, I think it was 4 tenths down, and he had a bad mistake. Exit of turn 1. Oh, another big snap. Almost going to the wall like we saw Senna do a few decades ago. But
that's also an interesting bit right here in Monaco, the tunnel, where obviously it's going to be bone dry.
He can
but the rest of the track is completely wet. Yeah. But yeah, there's still a lot of understeer. Maybe some slight wing damage from him as well.
He's getting some great pictures for the thumbnails, to be fair to him. But apart from that, the Aston Martin isn't really pushing the barrier. To be fair, Zook's only 2 tenths ahead of him, so if he can hook up the lap of his life, I think he could go 6th. And you know, every position is obviously key around Monaco. But I mean, it's
I think the track is improving rapidly. I just saw Texas go through turn 1 about 3 times faster than Weckler without hitting the barrier. So the track is definitely improving, but I can see Weckler just on his power application, not going full throttle until he's in 6th gear. Oh, and that's again too much understeer. I think he might have some slight damage from the first contact. Yeah. Oh, and Texas is also struggling into the chicane, into the hairpin.
Zook's finishing his lap, but I don't think it's a competitive one. So the next one who's going to be across the line is Smolly. But once again, not a competitive lap, followed by Sphinx. He's in.
Zook just started this lap.
Yeah, oh sorry, it must be a glitch. Texrex is up by a whole second, so what you were saying about him looking like he was 3 tenths faster out of turn 1 is probably correct. He was a bit nervous to turn into the Nouvelle chicane. I think that's the
back end still does not... I think he's glitching a bit as well.
Yeah, that's
going sideways, so he shouldn't go sideways.
Ooh, 1.7 seconds up though. This is looking decent for him. If he can keep it up into the last sector, the man who's F4 last season is going to be looking to probably hit towards the at least second row of the grid.
Meanwhile, the man who bottled that potential victory last week, Cassidy, still in the pits for some reason with only 50 seconds to go. Unless you have a timing glitch.
I just realised. Yeah. Oh, what a snap!
We're all on Intas.
Wow,
we're all on Intas. Apart from Sadio. Sadio went out on wets again, so did VIP.
So Rackler made the best call. Evil Zook is not finishing his lap. It's VIP finishing his lap. Well, sorry, he's just starting. So is it Rackler? No, he's invalidated. So he's got one more
invalidated.
Bullboy is about to start. So the next one across the line is Zook, who's
I think Smolly is on a lap right behind Swings. Swings invalidated his lap. Smolly is really struggling. Who the last sector? Swings is letting him pass.
Ooh, he's really got to be careful, Smolly, here not to get damage. I think he should make it into the line in time, or will he? 9, 8, 7. Sphinx isn't going to make it. 5, 4, 3, 2. Just about in time for Smolly. See what he can do. He's second at the moment. Sphinx, the provisional pole sitter, is not going to be able to do another lap. So the next man across the line will be Tex Rex in the AlphaTauri. He already improved up to 6th, and he's up by 8 tenths. Tex Rex is getting very slidey, but he's on an absolute flyer here. Got the fish helmet like a lot of the drivers. Is he going to be able to stick it into Raskas and not hit the wall? Yes, he does. Lagging exit of Raskas and then coming towards the pit lane. Up to the line. Is it pole? Oh, no, it isn't.
No.
Oh, it's a good lap, though.
9 tenths.
A big improvement.
Oh, Mano's improving quite a bit. I think. Every time didn't... Oh yeah, 3 times faster, that's quite decent. VIP behind him, also on the wets. The only 2 guys that are still on the wets in those conditions. VIP goes second. So I think we are right now at the crossover. Meaning that Smolly, the last guy out on track. Oh no, and he bottled it.
Bullboy.
All
hopes rest on Bullboy.
He has no front... Oh no, never mind, he does have a front wing.
Oh, he's already 24 seconds is up now, so he's already... Not going to be in a run for pole, but my oh my, what a close quali we have just witnessed in F3. And yeah, he's 6 seconds off. But still, it gets him 9th, so I don't think he'll be too furious about that. That's probably Bullboy's best qualifying of the season. So,
I mean, to be honest, I think he had some pretty good qualifying so far. A couple of podiums as well.
Yeah, I mean, he's obviously towards the front of the championship fight for a reason. But you know what? That's my first, I think, F3 qualifying in a very long time watching it, and it's very close, very interesting, very exciting, and it's Sphinx, the pole. I'm not sure how many poles we've had in FRL, but
Not
he
many.
could well be the first ever Polish driver on pole. I mean, we
He
got
was already on pole in
Smolly.
Miami
Oh,
on his
never
first
mind.
ever race. Sphinx is very, very fast. The issue with him is in Miami he was dominating when he spun and retired on track.
hmm
And yeah, he's fast, but the consistency is just not quite there, which is going to be important around Monaco.
Smolly as well. He's from Lebanon. That's quite interesting. So we got a range of different nationalities here in FRL. So you got Sphinx followed by VIP, just 1/10 off. Smolly just behind there in third. Casti, that was surprisingly good. He was on in fourth. Obviously did a lot of laps. Texrex, Sadio, Evilzook, Rackler, Bullboy, Ruben, Mike Van Doyen, Berra, who's the championship leader for now before Stu his reports. Michael, Kostya, and Glowstick are your drivers towards the back of the grid. But we didn't do qualifying predictions because obviously the audio. But would you say that was an expected result in
I
qualifying?
mean, we could have just said that we did predictions, but nobody heard it, and that we were both
Yeah,
bang on.
we
We,
could
we
have said it
just
all
missed
bang
our
on.
opportunity there.
Oh, I mean, to be fair, I don't think many would have believed us. The top three were a little bit wacky, but it's dry, which is
Yeah,
good.
it is dry. I saw a screenshot in the free chat saying that the entire race should be dry, so we should make it a bit easier for the drivers. I talk about making it easier. This is Monaco after all.
I think I would have preferred if it was mixed conditions like dry to wet or something like that, which mixes strategy a bit more. But you know, we're gonna get plenty of safety cars. The guys who are gonna be going long on a hards, if you start on hards, they could well with the safety car come out in the lead. So this is gonna become probably quite a topsy-turvy race. So our predictions, I'm probably gonna have to match it with being equally wacky. But just loading in, seeing what tyres anyone's gone for, maybe softs. That'd be a bit risky.
I think you might be able to go soft hard, but I'm not sure. I haven't done any practice around here yet. Let's see, what tires do we have? We have a few soft runners.
Oh wow, that's
What
an
if we are
oh
on hard?
Sphinx.
Oh,
Is Sphinx all right?
what is
Sphinx.
he doing?
He did a Ragunathan. Whoa, 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 whoa! Sphinx. What is he?
What the hell is he doing?
It's. I don't know what that was,
That
but
might get reported for radical driving. I'm not sure.
I think that was more than erratic. I think anyone just has to look at it. Oh no! What's he
Yeah,
doing?
that's just silly swings. I mean,
Oh my goodness.
that's just silly. Anyway, predictions. I'm just gonna
Oh god.
go ahead. My prediction, we're just gonna ignore what Sphinx is doing, almost causing a Constantina effect behind him. My prediction is gonna be VIP for the victory, Cassidy P2, and Sadio in P3.
I heard Sadio in P3. I wasn't concentrating because Sphinx is driving.
VIP, Cassidy, Sadio. What?
Oh my
Okay,
god.
Sphinx, this is just silly right there. I mean,
If this carries
I'm
on
pretty
into
sure
the
it's gonna be
race, this
reported.
is going to be very worrying. But I'll go for my prediction. I think on the hards, Kostya will somehow win this. I think second place will be Berra. I think third place will be Bullboy. So probably not your usual top three, but Berra is always at the front. So I think Berra will be exciting to see whether he'll get caught up in any incidents like in Canada. Oh no, Smolly. I mean, if this is an omen for the actual race, we are going to be getting a lot of crashes. A lot of crashes. And there's going to be a
Yeah.
lot of angry people who are probably... Someone's going to crash ahead of them and they're going to get collected, so... But Glowstick is the last man to come round the last corner. I forgot what the last corner was called. It's not Mirabo.
Anthony Noakes. Second to last is Raskas, and the last one is Anthony Noakes.
I actually used to remember this when me and James commentated in F1. I completely forgot, but here we are.
Many years ago.
Yeah, Barrett and Michael F1 both get disqualified, so that won't do their tyres any good. But we've got just seeing through the trees, 4, 5 red lights.
There's no lights on.
And it's
Okay.
like, so away we go. And Sphinx, I can't see, but it looks like, yeah, he's well ahead into turn 1. No wall riding this time. He's clear of VIP GTA Gamer. VIP in second, Smolly in third, Sadio in fourth. Oh, there's some, 3 wide almost. There's a Haas ghosting. Oh, it's going to get a bit, ooh, Oh no,
That's Tex-Rex in the barrier.
Oh no, but I don't think he has damage. And then, oh, the Haas, no!
Oh, Cassidy versus front wing
Cassidy's now
there.
going to be careful to not have a knock-on effect. Cassidy's now going to cause a lot of carnage. Can he make it through the hairpin? Cassidy. Oh, he's ghosted Cassidy. But I mean, apart from that, it's fairly clean. But
yeah, relatively. Sadio is already up to P3 after starting in P6, so it was a good start from him on the softs.
Red Bull's doing very well. Just as you see there, Rackler trying to get past Cassidy. Rackler doesn't need to dive bomb it here. He can just be patient. The man's got no front wing, so you don't need to really do too much. But it's fairly calm, as you got a beautiful shot there of up the hill into turn 2, as the drivers are just navigating their way through probably around turns 10 and 11, around the swimming pool section. No way is he going to go for a move into Rask, as I was going to say.
Yeah.
Seems a bit unnecessary. Oh no, Kostya! What's happened there? No front.
Oh, he had a
front
spin, I think. Spin in contact, and he's going very slowly.
Bullboy's being involved as well. Hopefully he doesn't retire Kostya. I mean, he's on hards to start off with, which isn't great, but you can always, with a safety car, pit back on to them.
Yeah, this won't go, anything can happen here. I gotta leave the lobby really quickly and join back because I have no sound.
Ah, okay. Well, that is... do you need another invite, or should...
No, I should be able to just use the one in the F3 set.
Sounds all good. But at the moment, if you didn't realise, Hawk, Sphinx is out on top by almost 3 seconds. I mean, he's already broken DRS, but 3 seconds is really pushing it quite hard, and he's on a medium tyre. So, I mean, Sphinx at the moment looks a class above the rest, possibly F2 pace. Just as looking further back, Rackler's got a lot of time to make up, to catch up to Evil Zook, or sorry, to catch up to Texrax, as he lost a lot of time to Cassidy. Further down, Kostya, Bullboy, and Cassidy have all made a pit stop. So Bullboy will be going to the end of the race. So it's not the end of the world for Bullboy. If he can pump in some good laps, or just consistent laps, while everyone else struggles behind, he could be in a good position. As at the moment, it's the Evil Zook train in P8 down all the way into P12. So 5 cars, including Zook, in this train.
Okay, and I am back.
Nice. With sound or without sound?
See, I'm still loading in, but I hope it's going to be with sound this time.
To be fair, the race is looking quite nice at the moment. Everyone P12 onwards is fairly close together.
Don't jinx anything.
The safety car should get us out of jail, hopefully. Ooh, wow. The Michael F1 there got a bit eager in the hairpin to get past Michael Van Doren. Michael versus Michael. These two are definitely the most popular Michaels in the whole of FRL. The amount of battles they've had over the years is probably quite phenomenal. I mean, if the social media want to make any TikTok, make it out of these two. They've been probably racing, I'm going to guess, 4 years together. And always in the same tier. Always. F3 or F4. Sometimes even F2.
So am I seeing some FRL Drive to Survive potential?
I remember, I think someone like Bullboy brought it up, and I remember he's P14, but I mean, God, the one with you and Matcha would have been brilliant.
I was about to say that Season 7.
There was a few other good ones, to be fair, and you can make something out of Jensen and me and Imola causing the Montana. I think he won his 4th season.
It was just you against the entirety of F1, Smolly and Sadimano. Sadimano on was soft, actually all soft runners seemingly struggling a bit.
That's an overtake! Yes! Go Smolly!
Monaco.
Yes!
Holy.
And on Sadio as well, which, no disrespect
I think
to Sadio,
those soft tyres might be overheating.
Quite clean. Ah, okay, that would make sense, as VIP is holding up the medium guys. So, I mean, the thing is, Teal'c, obviously you've got the benefit of... Oh my goodness, Ruben. They both cut the chicane, Ruben thought about...
That's going to be a warning.
The thing is, Teal'c...
VIP might be good, but Ruben definitely cut it.
Yeah. The thing is, obviously, tomorrow we both race, and the benefits of the softs are you get a really good launch off the line and maybe make up a few positions, if you're lucky. Or as Texrex, ooh, no. I think he's done it.
I saw the perfect spin without damage. I'm not sure if he has damage, he's ghosted.
Oh, no, it's definitely. Oh, Satio's pit as well. I think those softs are cooked. I was just saying.
Oh, no front wing.
the benefits of obviously having softs at the start is you get a great launch, but the negatives are they go off so quick. So it's like, was it a mistake for the drivers like VIP GTA Gamer? Because they are really... Oh my goodness, Ruben's going to go for this. He really is. Oh, gotta be kind, and he just about makes it through with the McLaren. And the McLaren
that's a bit of contact.
He goes into the neutral. Oh, he's gonna have to shift up a gear. He almost forgot. Smolly is right on the back of him now. He's now going to be trying to force a move. Exit of the tunnel. He's using ERS. VIP's also using ERS. Oh, yeah, he's going to try and find space. Can Smolly make it 2 overtakes around Monaco? Oh, no! Makes contact and they both get a penalty, but I imagine that's going to get removed because they
certainly
both
for VIP,
tried.
I think. For Smolly, maybe, but the VIP should get removed if he doesn't pick up any more warnings.
Yeah, it's
I think VIP might also have damage. Either he has damage or his front tires are just completely dead because the amount of understeer he has. Is he pitting? Yes, he is.
Yeah. And obviously, no penalty
Just 4 laps.
for director's notes or anything, because that's fine. But I mean, out at front, Sphinx is leading by an incredible margin. That's Cassidy.
Front wing for VIP. So I think that little contact of Ruben. I mean, every tiny bit of damage on the front wing around Monaco is going to affect the race time. So both VIP and Side Emmanuel had to come in early for some minor front wing repairs, and we just dropped them back massively. But to come back to what we were saying, taking the softs at the start, it depends on where you are. If I'm out front, I'd rather take the mediums and just go long and go for the normal medium-hard strategy. Maybe a safety car somewhere halfway through the race.
Yeah.
So I don't think that soft game will really pay it off for them.
Yeah, I mean, they will try and do the one stop, and on hard tyres, I am pretty damn sure the hards go a long way around it, as Ruben confirms he won't get a penalty removal. Unless that was no, that's not possible. 4 warnings really most of the time. But Ruben, now that penalty should stand if that was just track limits. As what's the closest battle right now? It would be Glowstick.
Glowstick.
Glowstick's a very, very weird driver in FRL. I say weird in a good way. He's changed his name so many times. If like you came back in a coma every, let's say, 6 months, I think you'd keep forgetting who Glowsticks is. You'd assume he leaves because he started off as, I think, GHR bomb planter.
Yeah, he was bomb planter. Then he was
Rising Sun.
Rising Sun. Then R6 Jekyll. Then
Jack Stagel. Something like
Jack
that.
Stagel. Then he called himself Name Changer very appropriately before Messina took that over. Now he's Glowstick.
Yeah, it's a never-ending cycle. But to be fair, he's got himself an esports team. I know he competed last, I think Wednesday in EML, so he's doing well for himself. And he's, I think, in Australia, the first round he was on pole, or he was very near the front. So he's got a lot more competitive over time in FRL, and you know, experience pays off. And it seems to me that he's becoming a better driver. But then again, the standards he set at the very start weren't very good, as he gets very close to Michael F1. He's on the medium.
I just heard of them. Van Dongen and Zook also fighting for P6. So 2 guys on the mediums and 2 guys on the hards. Oh, and that's a mistake.
What a move. I mean, the door was open.
There?
Yeah, door was open, but Michael F1, he's pitting. Is that damage?
Does he have damage? Must be damage.
And this is the thing in Monaco, you just try and not get damage, like, probably Bullboy down in P13, and you start picking people off.
Does he? Yeah, that's a new front wing for him.
So the next closest battle is Evil Zook, who's still got a driver behind him. Evil Zook's rear wing mirrors have been filled the whole race, but to be fair, he's coping with the pressure well. He's had a good season this season, I think, wouldn't you say, T-Hawk? I mean, he's around 6th in the standings, running 6th at the moment, and I think he's had at least 1 podium this season.
I feel like Evil Zook is pretty much just like Alpha Tauri in real life. He is fast, but he always had some kind of bad luck happening to him in a lot of races, where he got spun out or he spun himself out. So he is fast, but just the luck and consistency hasn't been on his side yet. But with being Monaco, he just has to keep it out of the walls. Defending isn't that difficult around here, you just have to drive in the middle of the track. As we saw with Senna and Mansell I think it was in 1990, if I'm not mistaken. When Senna was defending against Mansell like an absolute lion.
That was brilliant. And to be fair, I think, yeah, as you said, Michael van Dongen, he's a scary driver for F3 standards, but I don't think he's going to shake Iwazuka in his boots. I mean, you were talking about consistency in F3. I mean, you'd look up and down the grid and say who's consistent. I think I'd pick out probably Berra, Bullboy for a start, and then you can possibly pick out the likes of maybe Sadio, maybe like Rackler. But generally speaking, it's tough to be consistent in any tier of FRL. But when you are consistent, you fight for championships, and that's why I like Bullboy and Berra.
Oh, yellow, that's Kostya.
As Kostya, he might need
With
to
damage.
pitch again. Yeah, that's going to be possibly a retirement. But the thing is, I wouldn't give up if I was Kostya here. Unless he gets slapped, I wouldn't give up. Because if there's a safety car, he joins the back of the queue. And then you never know. With the DNFs, he could make his way up. But to be fair, 15 drivers, 10 laps in.
I was about to say, I'm surprised that nobody DNF'd yet. And I know that within the next 5 seconds we're going to see somebody retire, because we just jinxed it.
Ooh,
Smolly gets a penalty.
That's not great. That's going to help Berra, by the way. 6 seconds for Ruben and Smolly. I know Ruben's way ahead as we have jinxed it. Oh, no. What's happened there?
Did he...
Oh, goodness me.
I'll tell you what happened. I think he just clipped the inside of the left front, which just killed him.
No safety car there. Wow. Kostya's going to be slapping his face. Jesus.
And the understeer, and that's the front wing
completely
gone.
Careful, Kostya, careful. The Russian kamikazed it into that wall there. He's going to have to be careful not to lose a tyre. But, I mean, that went... maybe that was Kostya's frustration, because he could well have had a safety car there, which would have put him right up to the back of the cube.
He's going to get lapped now.
It's I mean, fair play for him carrying on. If it was me, I would have retired.
I mean, to be honest, Swings also still has to pit, you know, and if there's a safety car after Swings pitted, then Kostya is still in this race, but yeah, not going quite perfectly for him.
Yeah.
And Michael is out, one of the more experienced guys, as you were saying earlier.
He's had a poor season though, hasn't he? Really poor.
Yeah, I mean, he's now one of those, like, both McLaren and both Haas guys, you know? Those two teams have been just the teams of missed opportunities, it feels like.
Yeah. I don't want to say Michael has been shit, but he has been shit recently. I think, no offense to him, but I think when we were in our, I dare say, like, days of good age, being in our proper 15 or 16, and Michael was like in the Haas, he used to be in the Silver Haas, and then the Racing Point. He used to be a very good driver, and we always predicted him to finish higher up in the standings, but he's never really lived up to it. I think that he had a championship opportunity in F3
2 seasons ago.
And he
and then he spun it in Abu Dhabi, right behind the leaders.
Was that against?
That was against... I dare say it was against Berra.
No,
it could be
Berra
wrong.
Wasn't there. Last season was Evo. The season before was Arno, I might say. We'll check.
Okay. I'm gonna check it right now.
You can check. I'll just try and let it come to my mind, because we should know. We should know.
I mean, we have so much around our heads that that's
I'd
the
say
last thing
Arno.
that we should know.
I'd say Arno. Or was Michael van Dongen just watching him? He gets a penalty. As Sphinx, the gap to Ruben, I'll check the race director.
Yeah, the gap has been decreasing steadily. It was 5.0 seconds about 7 laps ago, so Ruben does have a little bit more pace, but of course he has those penalties, so I think Sphinx is just trying to manage it out on front, trying not to make any mistakes at all.
Penalties though, Ruben, hasn't he? He could have added another one there. He really does cut that chicane like it's chicken. Did he say it was Arno? Oh,
I'm still looking for the archive because I'm being blind right now.
Because I forgot about that. Michael did have a chance at winning a championship and gutted for him, really. Because I remember you were urging him on at the time.
Yeah, I was just watching it and oh god, it was such a pain. Let's see, FRL F3, here we go.
Hoi, parrot, hoi, hoi. Ben and Tim. Not Ben and Jerry's, no, or Ben and Tom. If it wasn't Arno, I'd be a bit surprised, because I can't remember who it was.
Bulo.
Ah! To be fair, I think Bulo... Were they both Mercedes?
No, Bulo was in the... See, that's blue. I think that was... Yeah, Bulo was in the Williams,
yeah.
Arno was in the Aston Martin, and Michael was in the Mercedes.
I mean, the amount of reports they do would be crazy. All that gap's really coming down Ruben's strengths.
He's coming down quite a bit. Did Sphinx just make a mistake? Does Sphinx have
penalty?
damage?
Nah, I think Ruben's gone AWOL with a penalty. Shall we check the penalty situations? I just seen what's it called? Parrot said he's able to commentate. I've never heard about the why is Monaco come round and then everyone wants to commentate. We have Lou, Evo, Parrot.
Because it's easy and laid back. Because there isn't that much happening. Talking about that, Rekla is on the back of Smolly right now.
And Tex Rex could be almost made a move on Ball Boy. That's the move that's definitely going to be made. Oh my goodness.
And there goes Striker to the outside.
Oh, I tried don't make contact! Oh, bloody hell, that's a report. That's... Oh my
That's
goodness.
What it feels like. That's what it feels like. I remember in F2 Season 7, when I was stuck behind Rekla for the entire race, I tried the exact same move and the exact same thing happened. I'm sorry, but this feels so good just seeing that right now.
I know. And it's Molly as well, who we know has a reputation, so Rekla's probably swearing in Dutch, saying these words.
Rekla also has a kind of a reputation of being, let's say, a Kevin Magnussen of old.
Yeah. And he is Dutch as well. As Parrot saying he's going to get a bath, but I'm glad he's watching. F2 Season 7, the championship where a German lost. Oh, he's bringing it up. God, it's... But, I mean, to be fair, the drive to survive, as Rekla does get a penalty, that would be a really good idea with that match. Yeah. Because it started off with you
who was
dominating.
too afraid of beating me.
Yeah. And I'd get screen time as well, because in Abu Dhabi, I think I was playing my part for about 3 laps before I...
In Brazil, you were trying to play your part by crashing into Macho and crashing
No, we don't talk about that. We'll leave that episode out.
Some crash gate happening, question mark. But yeah, Rekla is on the back of Smolly again. Let's see, Smolly is very low on energy, he's already de-rating, Rekla is about 35%.
There's quite a lot of battles! Glow Stick! Evil Zook!
Oh, yeah. He's quite close. Oh, and that's a good exit for Glow Stick. Could make it happen. A little bit of free spin in 3rd gear.
Go get him, go get him.
Evil Zook is covering the inside Glow Stick. No, Glow Stick backs out.
Left! Sphinx is left! Ruben! Go take your opportunity! The number 2 driver.
So unfortunate for Sphinx.
Yeah, the number 2 driver, he's got number 2 on his car, who's currently number 2 in the race, is going to be trying to get himself up into the lead. But with penalties as well, if you can pull out 3 seconds to that AI, what level's that AI? 60, right?
Yeah, 60.
Oh, I bet he wished it was 40, because then it would have been a lot
better. It should take him like only 3 laps or so to bring out those 3 seconds.
Is it though?
Sphinx, if he's fast, should be able to rejoin at some point next lap.
How's this?
This isn't over for Sphinx yet, unless he had to actually go because something important came up.
Ooh, the AI moves out the way, and Sphinx has conceded a lead. I mean, this itself, T-York, is a big thing, because now he obviously has track position. So whatever he does, he's done the hard bit of making the overtake.
And he has 9 seconds to Smolly behind as Sadio Mano gets a penalty. It's quite easy to get penalties around Monaco, which you wouldn't expect because there are walls everywhere. But you just try to use every millimeter of track. So you just run right in turn 1 and in the chicane as Zook. I thought he got overtaken. He's just in the pits after 14 laps.
By the way, fair play to Barrett. No penalties. Clean race as he like. This is why he leads the championship. I know he's quick, but it's because... Well, maybe. Because he's just so consistent. He's missed, I think, 1 or 2 races as well. Costa's trying to unlap himself. He's on hards. So I'm not sure that's the best idea, but you know, you've got to give it a try. I think the mediums
might be starting to go in now, because we are on lap 16 out of 39. Zook just put it for hard.
He could unlap himself, to be fair, Kostya. But my issue is he going to get a 10-second penalty, or even worse, get disqualified for blue flags? But he's got past Berra, but as a result, Berra's lost DRS. And Baron's
to be honest, riding on board with Costa, I can't see any blue flags on the panel, so I think the game recognizes that right now he's faster than the Ferrari, so they're letting him pull away. Sphinx Still not back.
He
I'm
pits.
gonna check with Discord if anything happened to him, if he had to go.
Just Doi Parrot, just seeing Berra. No, Sphinx has joined back.
He is on back,
And he's
perfect.
lost 3 seconds, so this is a very exciting situation with Ruben being
4 seconds now.
Yeah. But I just saw there Bobby was saying he hopes Berra has a bad result. Which is fair enough. But Sadio's
trying to do
come
the
out.
undercut.
No Vettel moment.
Oh, and that's Cassidy at the same corner as his teammate.
Kostya maybe get a safety car. His safety car turned off.
The safety car is definitely turned on. When
oh my god, is he ghosted? Oh, I saw Ruben.
Okay, I gotta check. Is safety car actually turned on?
Oh no, Kostya, penalty.
Safety car is on standard.
Oh no, Kostya loses his wing.
Oh, not again. Let's pretty much race over for Kostya.
I wouldn't blame him if he retires, but what depression for Haas. Ah, Parrot was saying in the comments, there's a glitch where safety car doesn't come out. Most times you need two on-track crashes at the same time for it to come out.
So Ruben was just in the pits for new hard, so I think we are definitely in the pit window now. Smolly and Vector in the pits.
Berra,
be interesting to see if Berra, is he able to pull off the undercut. Obviously, it does take a while to get those hards up to temperature. Let's see, we got Smolly coming out for pits now. Where's Berra? Berra's coming down with start finish straight.
Yes, he's got Rackler. Can he get Smolly? Oh, okay, Rackler's getting a penalty as well. Smolly's got cold tyres. Berra's going to have to go for this early. He really does. Smolly's aggressive. We know this at defending. Berra, go on, set it up.
Can he do a Ruben?
Ooh, it almost loses it. Oh, God, this is close.
Oh, he's pushing him through the corner.
Oh, he's got probably 80-degree tyres.
He just has to get the exit out of port here into the tunnel, and then Smolly should be good, but Berra did manage to undercut one of them. So it's better than nothing.
7/10. I think he might have given up the fight. No, 6/10. Ah, Smolly's got the ERS. No, he doesn't actually. He's on 8%.
Smolly is derating.
If he can set this up for DRS,
up to temperature.
Out of the Anthony nose, he could have an overtake here, Berra. But he's struggling behind the Alfa Romeo. The Alfa Romeo's got pace.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, the tyres are up to temp now. Smolly should be safe now. Vekla.
Ooh, he hits
1.6 seconds behind.
He hits the wall, and Berra's gonna smell blood. And Sphinx as well. Sphinx is into the pits. Is Berra gonna come anywhere near Sphinx? No, he isn't. And now Smolly's gonna be derating. How's Berra? Is he gonna get close?
Berra is not gonna attack. I mean, Berra doesn't have to attack. He knows that Smolly has those 3 seconds of 6 second penalties rather. He doesn't really have to attack, but he could try to close up to Glowstick ahead. Who's right behind Sphinx, who just pitted. Glowstick yet to pit.
The thing is, Ruben and Sphinx both have penalties.
And the other side's Kostya.
Poor Kostya. Poor Kostya.
He spun around and turned around and is going backwards currently.
Oh no! I respect the effort. I respect the effort.
I respect it. And no safety car. That's a joke.
Bloody hell. These drivers, they have to have cat-like reflexes. The car's just parked on a racing line. But, you know,
I think we have to have a new change of pants.
Brookie's leading F4. Brookie might get his first win. Apparently to Paris.
Yeah, so Steven.
That's Glowstick. Go watch F4, maybe. To the 6 views.
Wrecker is struggling a lot on those hards. He has massive understeer. Does he have damage?
Wow.
Doesn't look like it. Yeah, he's just not feeling very comfortable. He dropped 3.7 seconds in just 2 laps to Berra and Smolly.
24 seconds. Parrot is winning, wow. And it's starting to rain. Oh, F4 sounds interesting.
Nah, we wouldn't give him here in F3.
So, yeah, well, I should force myself. But just with the penalties as well, out in front, Berra can still fight for the race win. So if Bobby's watching, he will be very annoyed at the moment, as Berra's making good points. As Kostya apologises, but you know, Hawk, I think he can say to himself he gave it his best shot.
Yeah, and I don't think that at the time it was on purpose. He tried to spin around, because it was quite tight. He did try to go backwards a bit without getting disqualified. It is just a very tight circuit, and doing a U-turn. I mean, I don't know how he managed to spin around 180 degrees in the first place. That was quite impressive.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's not his race.
Yeah, exactly.
As
Smolly.
Sphinx is gaining on Ruben massively right now, and he is using quite a lot of energy. That's something that Sphinx likes to do. He likes to use
Go aggressive.
all of his battery in order to either catch up to the guy ahead or just create a massive gap. Meanwhile, Ruben, pretty much full battery charge and slightly underfueled. You can do that in Monaco. You can lift and coast because what are the guys behind you going to do? Overtake you?
Yeah, Barra's got, I think, two options here. I mean, he doesn't really have a choice when you've got Smolly ahead of him, but he's 8 seconds off the lead. If he does want to win the race, he's got to get Smolly moving. If Smolly can close up to the leaders, then this is brilliant for Barra because he can still be within the penalty window. But otherwise, he's going to have to hope for a Smolly mistake because I don't think Smolly's going to pull him out the red carpet and let him go past very easily.
But to be honest, I don't even think Bevis looking for a win right now because there's championship rivals. Bobby isn't racing, Manu is down in P10, Boy is down in P11.
Yeah.
There's no point in risking it just to get one more position and a couple more points. He's in a good position right now. If the guys ahead of him all have penalties, they might be getting more penalties. So I think he's just happy to stick 1 second behind Smolly as we have Boy retiring in Raskas.
I think that was Tex Rex being aggressive, I think. Tex Rex, I think, pinched him on the inside. Oh, God, that's aggressive.
It is unfortunate that we seem to have that safety car good, because that should have been like our 3rd safety car now? 4th safety car, maybe?
They've all been on track, and they've all been pretty... They look like just the rally car derbies, but I just saw Parrot updating us on a 43 seconds is the gap, but he has to pit, so... I mean, F4, Brookie could be getting his first swing. Has Sphinx won a race?
No, I don't think he has yet, but he's closing up on Ruben. Let's take a look at the penalties again. Ruben's still on 6 seconds, Sphinx on 3.
Just as well, Smolly's closing up on Glowstick, but so if Glowstick pits, then that will help Barra, because obviously with the penalties, Barra just needs as few cars between himself and Ruben. But at the moment,
right now Barra is
being a bit of a
safely going to be on the podium. That's going to be safe for Barra, depending on what Sphinx and Ruben do. Maybe more than that. But let's see what Sphinx going to do. He's 5 tenths behind.
Glowstick's got 100% ERS before the tunnel. He's driving well, really well. I think he's got 1 penalty. What's it? Yeah, 1 penalty.
Yeah, 1 penalty. Smolly has 2.
He's yet to pit as well, and where would he come out if we check? 5 seconds. He's going to come out P7 ahead of the 2 McLarens, which I think he's a midfield kind of driver, or probably upper midfield. So, good race here from Glowstick.
And remember, depending on... He might be stretching this to the softs, because the softs should be able to go like 10 laps, I'd imagine, depending on how good he could manage the temperature. He might be able to even catch up to regular later on in the race.
Yeah. I like what Barra's doing. I know it's a bit... kind of some people say, what's he doing? He's hanging back, but I think what he's doing is he's choosing to hang back and trying to make sure if there is a crash ahead or anything that happens, he's in that kind of good buffer zone where he can capitalise. Because you sometimes don't want to be right up the rear wing of Smolly, because if there's a crash or you see something happen, you don't have enough time to react. So Barra, I think he's managing this race really well, really kind of professional drive, and you forget at times, but he started at the back or almost at the back. With all the crashes in quali, you forget if he did start at the back.
Let's see how many positions did he make up. We can see that. Barra made up 7 positions, so he started in P12. Glowstick, of course, had to pit, made up 12 positions. Ruben made up 9.
Wow, that's 3 good drives there. Sphinx as well, obviously having a good drive, but he is second, but with penalties he goes into the lead.
And Glowstick
pits, and this is interesting now. So you got 16 make it 15 as they cross the, 16 laps. Can Smolly close up to Sphinx? Can Smolly tow Barra onto his teammate and hand the win from Sphinx over to Barra's hands? Smolly holds all the cars here in the Alfa Romeo, and it's between the 2 Ferraris who wins this.
It's going to be close with Glowstick and VIP. I think VIP might actually be out of Glowstick, as Glowstick exceeds the yellow line on pit exit. It's very tight. That's going to be a penalty for him. Not sure if that's going to be removed, as he was clearly over the yellow line.
Glowseat's now going to have a job on his hands. At least it makes it interesting for him to try and make an overtake. But also, shout out to probably the most surprising yet pleasing thing is my internet. We have not had a disconnect.
Don't jinx it.
Yeah, the last jinx with Michael F1 did not end well.
Yeah.
We got in 2 laps, but looking elsewhere, I mean, we've got 11 drivers at the moment. I dare say we've got more than in F4. Ooh, as Texrex hits the wall. But,
I mean, we only have 4 retirements so far, so that's less than I expected.
Yeah, I think at the moment it's been a good race. I mean, it's been a battle of 4 drivers, which is probably 3 more than I would have expected. I thought it'd be a one-man show with Sphinx at the start, pulling a massive gap, but the Polish internet not doing many good. So maybe needs to get that sorted. I'm not sure if they have Virgin Media or BT over there. They probably don't, but maybe needs to hook himself up some. But there's an overtake, and way before turn 1 as well.
Yeah, that was Ruben, I say, Glowstick using all those fresh mediums. Meanwhile, Ruben, he's using a bit of his energy to pull away from Sphinx, trying to get that 3-second gap. But Sphinx is still there, still looking good on those tires, but very much out of energy, just 5% left in the battery as Zook is getting past VIP.
Team orders.
Yeah, looks like team orders, Zook 10 laps fresher tires. He's gonna try to stick with Glowstick, and Zook without penalties as well.
That's the thing. You would say Zook's driven a mediocre race, but without getting penalties, it's looking like it's going to be possibly P6. But you know.
That's Texfax losing it through the swimming pool as Molly is very slow through there and is holding up Barra. They just lost like 2 seconds.
Ooh, this is not helping Barra at all. Barra's going to be on the podium, and it's going to be 2 Ferraris on the podium, but I don't think it's going to be the order that Barra probably would have wanted.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Ruben is extending his gap further, so Ruben might actually be able to get the W here if he keeps on putting in good laps. We have 13 laps to go after this one.
The thing is, Ruben can do good laps, but just with penalties, and everyone can do good laps with penalties. That's Ruben's issue for him. He's got to.
To be honest, he didn't get any penalties for the last 2 laps, and he has been extending his gap a bit, so that's looking good. As VIP is getting overtaken, and VIP is in the pits.
Barra, big snap of oversteer there, almost lost the car, but he's keeping a Ferrari nice and stable, just like in real life. He must have a bit of an oversteery setup, but he's managing it well. I wonder if Mr. Montana gave him that setup. I'm not sure if does he use the ABS, Barra?
I am not sure.
Probably.
I think he might.
Scar does, and I put them in the same bracket. Now I think about it, Scar's F2 and Barra's F3. Maybe next season we might swap them around, but Scar's enjoying F2 at the moment, being fairly clean.
To be honest, I don't know how good Scar's in F2.
I think he got points in Canada last race.
Is he worse than you?
Yes.
Okay,
no. We'll see how things end up next season, but you never know. You could see me in an F1 seat if the tears get merged. If the tears get merged, that's the catch.
Let's see. But, Barra's really close to Smolly here. Is he gonna try it? He's having a look, but no way past. Not a lot of love between the 2 Italian teams here. Smolly seemingly not willing to tow him closer to his teammate.
Ooh, he's going slow.
And Barra, Weckler just 5.4 seconds behind them. I'm gonna check the lap times, because I think Weckler might be...
Who's Mark A?
Mark A, that's Scar.
Bunty, it's my second race. The Scar missed a few races, I forgot. So he's doing well, but Texrex just retired. Is that down the straight? We will see with Sadio. No, we'll see with Ruben if we get round to it.
I think we're in the pits.
Yeah, we can't see. So, VIP is getting a
big step of oversteer.
No. That's not on the pits. You can see the debris and even a wheel on track. Yep, that was definitely not in the pits. God,
this looks safe, just like the 50s.
Yeah, this is really, really laid back steering. If it was FRL managing the safety cars, but sadly we can't. I'm not sure, would that be a good addition? You could actually manage your own safety cars. Maybe they should make me a developer. Who knows?
Well, that depends on how much bribe money the drivers are willing to pay.
Ah, yes.
I mean,
it could be Nelson
Piquet
somehow. Yeah. Yeah, if 1,000 subs doesn't come soon enough, we might have to implement it. But
We might call up Michael
yeah.
Marcy. Who knows? Also, Wegler was gaining on
Oh,
Barra, but
Sphinx!
he just lost a few.
Ruben!
Oh, Ruben.
Ruben! I think he's hit the inside wall. Has he got damage? This could be key.
I don't think he has.
No!
I think he just clipped it with his left rear and spun around. Old standard. This
Oh,
volley has 9 seconds.
I don't think it's
Barra.
still on the edge with Berra to Ruben. It's still like
5
5.1.
seconds.
So he's got a second in hand. Oh, Smolly is really holding up Berra. Fair play to Smolly for the defence, but Berra is going to hate that man. Oh, he goes wide and he has to avoid him.
This looks almost intentional from him.
Do you know what? Berra's patience in this F1 game, he's the type of guy in real life to wait hours on their sibling or something outside of school. He's got immaculate patience here. What a man this is, but at the same time, sometimes you've got to be impatient, and he's probably getting a bit impatient as you almost see him lurch up the inside. He's offline.
Now switch back.
There we go. Can he get the traction?
Send it,
You've got to go for it, and he does. And Berra's got the move done. Good move. And that's a proper
Beautiful.
overtake, and he goes into neutral for the hairpin for good extra rotation. But he's now going to make up 8/10. The thing is, he's now done a hard work after a very long time. I mean, now he's got to do the somewhat easy work of catching Ruben. 4
I mean, you say that Ruben has a full battery, Barra is pretty much empty. Then again, he did catch up 4 times just in the tunnel section, so I'm gonna shut up.
If it was France, I think the battery would obviously be play a big part, or Canada where we were last week, or Great Britain where we're going next week. But I think given it's Monaco, I dare say it will be less significant. I mean, obviously you're still going to go faster
true.
down the straights, but
I mean, you are also able to recharge your battery quite quickly, I think.
Did he have damage? No, probably not.
I'm not sure. I mean, he does have 9 seconds worth of penalties, so maybe that's why.
Yeah, but if he's not going to...
There is a front wing for him.
Maybe he did. Not want to risk it.
Yeah, I think he hit the barrier a couple of times. The barrier is within 6 seconds now.
Barrier's closing in, and maybe if you can close all the way up on the back of Ruben...
And I think Ruben is closing in on Sphinx as well. I'm gonna check the lap times. See, Sphinx was doing...
Come on, Sadio.
Low 16, low 17.
Misses out. Yeah.
Yeah, in the last 2 laps, Ruben managed to catch up almost 3 seconds to Sphinx, so
look at that.
he's really pushing.
1.1. He's a man on a mission. Could that be?
Oh, and Smolly spun around in Casino Square.
Yes, spin, no damage. God, that would be ironic. Ooh, just as I say, that is well and truly on track. How? Oh my goodness! I forgot ghosting was a thing. Wow, that was.
What is this?
Awful. I mean, I was about to say, wouldn't it be funny if Smolly got damage and the safety car came out? But you know, Smolly's race from looking like maybe 4th place, dropping all the way down to no points. Mike Valdoing will say thank you very much. I will take the 2 points. And to be fair, Aston Martin aren't having too much of a bad day, as Ruben's closed all the way onto the back of Sphinx. Berra, you can see them.
He is closing as well. He
He comes into the hairpin. They exit the hairpin. They're 2 levels different, but yeah, it's good. As well as glow stick as well. He's pushing along Rackler.
And I think Glowstick and Vector, are they even? No, Glowstick has 9 seconds, Vector has 6, so he has to get past and then get that 3-second gap. Not impossible on those mediums.
Yeah, Glowstick's having a very good race. I don't know where he is in the championship, but this will do him some good as he massively cuts that chicanes. 9 seconds, okay, yeah, that is definitely the old Glowstick of old. I mean, I think he's won a race, hasn't he, in FRL Glowstick?
I am actually not sure.
I think it's Jack
because I commentated every race.
Do you remember the days of ties? Michael F1.
Oh god.
I think he might have been there. I dare say.
Ruben. Thinks better of it.
Wow, this is close. That caught me off guard, but Ruben almost looking for a move in the casino section. He gets good traction. Oh, he's gonna push it wide.
Oh, that's aggressive.
Look at the fence all the way. This is brilliant battling. Oh, what a move from Sphinx. What
Oh, look
defending
at
from
Bebe, he's
Sphinx?
just loving it.
Oh, be
Oh,
careful, guys, be careful.
that's some
Oh, this
bumper
is
car action,
aggressive.
and he
Oh
launches it.
no. Oh, this is
Oh
great.
god.
Great racing. You gotta give them a clap. Great racing.
And
How
look
the
at Bebe.
hell have they
Bebe
done
is in the
that?
lead right now. Bebe is in the net lead. He's 2.3 seconds behind
This
his
is the thing
teammate.
with F3. You got to be patient. And Barra with that lovely looking helmet
And
has
Ruben with another penalty.
another penalty. And surely, unless Ruben weirdly does some sort of holding up of Barra out of annoyance, I think Sphinx is going to have this covered. The thing is though, it's 3 seconds and the gap at the moment is 1.9. It's not a given. If Ruben makes a spin and Barra can't get past, it's game over for Barra. So Ruben holds all the cards here. It's a very exciting race, very exciting.
Ruben's pushing flat out. He wants to have this on track. He wants to at least cross the finish line first in Monaco.
Yeah.
He's giving it absolutely everything. Both of them very low on energy. Bebe as well. They all know that all three of those guys are fighting for the victory right now. And Ruben is
that's
launching
late.
it
That's a
down
bit
into the
late. That,
Monaco.
no, that's way too late, I think. I'm not
That's
sure.
on Ruben there.
That was a bit aggressive. And now, is Sphinx gonna... Yeah, that's good from Sphinx. But do you know what? For a man who was wall riding...
And retired. That was on track.
I was about to say, for a man who's wall riding, he's been very clean this race, but retiring on track
Do we have...
isn't the best. I mean, he's thrown away 15 or so, probably more like 10 once he had pitted. 10 points away for Ferrari. So constructors-wise, that's not great. Be careful of the Ferrari. Those glow sticks take such avoiding action that he wants to cut the chicane. And he gets away with the penalty. Well done. But Berra, T-Hawk, surely the man who's won, I think, every race he's competed at?
No.
Canada, of course.
Last race not, certainly.
Well, every race before Stewart's reports, he's going to win again. So, it's not as impressive, but still, I mean, he's...
I mean, Bebe just,
so well.
he's just consistent. I think he's a new Mr. Consistent.
He's a Montana of F1 or the... I don't know. It's just NSX drivers, they have that inbuilt consistency in them.
The T-Hawk of F2 and 3 days, back when I was still winning races.
It's nice
was
to
called
see...
Mr. Consistent.
Yeah, it's nice to see Berra do well, because he didn't want to compete last season because of, I think, still NSX not having great relations with FRL. Only Scar was here, and Montana. And now to see Berra back alongside Unseen, alongside Vaporizer, it's nice to see, especially to see another NSX driver winning FRL, because it kind of makes you remember the good old days of FRL, where they used to be fighting right at the front. I think we used to have Raymouth here from FRL. Who else? Rocco used to be part of obviously NSX. Macho is.
He was part of NSX.
It was NSX Rocco. I remember he was definitely part of NSX. I remember. It didn't work out, but he tried.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's been a few good NSX drivers. I think we've had Montana's won 4 titles. Has any other NSX driver won a title? I don't think so.
I mean, was Macho in NSX when he cheated his way to the F2 title?
I think that would have... No, he wasn't even in WOR or anywhere like that. Because that would have been funny. Wins NSX and FTU. That would have really felt a bit unfair on you. But
I mean, I would have just banned every NSX member as the then league owner if Macho would have been an NSX back then.
The thing is, with the races he's missed, Berra, and obviously the penalty from last race, you'd say, oh, the championship's done and dusted. But it obviously isn't, as Sphinx leads the session. The thing with Berra is we've got a 12 race championship. I think we're approaching halfway because we haven't had our break yet. I wonder if it's after Monaco, the break. I'm not sure.
I think it's supposed to be after Monaco, but of course with us starting 2 weeks later, we might have to reschedule that a bit.
Yeah, I'm not too sure. We'll have to think that through. But I mean, Berra's charging onto a title, the first non-Montana NSX title, I guess it'd be. But I mean, he's just been consistent, hasn't he, in F3, pretty much.
Yeah, I mean, that's how you win championships. Like, of course, fast drivers, they can win a couple of races, no issue. but to win the championship, you just have to consistently score good points. And if that means settling for third in the race instead of second or first, then that's okay, as long as you're getting the points.
Yeah.
And this is what he's doing perfectly right now, and that's why he's, I think, gonna win back the championship lead after this race, if I'm not mistaken.
He's definitely going to win Drive of the Day. I think from like 12th up to first is a very good drive, especially around Monaco. I'd be absolutely gobsmacked if he didn't win Drive of the Day. Who else would be? Well, sadly, you.
I mean, I gotta say, Ruben, he gained 9 positions, gonna drop down to P2, but 8 positions for Ruben gained, that's a good result.
Yeah.
Glowstick, he's currently up 11 positions, and I think he's gonna stay there.
Yeah,
even with
Glowsticks, he's driven a good race for himself. It's always nice to see Glowsticks do well, because I always associate him with inconsistency, but he's driven well. I don't think he's got damaged the whole race. Obviously, a lot of penalties, as I might have jinxed him there. As he got close. I don't know what happened there. I think he just went torpedo mode for a few seconds. As he's weaving, I think he's a bit annoyed.
I think it actually was traction issue. All the way into 4th gear, very strange to see, but most tires are the best. Oh!
And Evil Zook! Evil Zook's going to be licking his lips. I mean, if he had a race engineer, they'll be saying Scenario 70 Evil Zook in a McLaren. This could be points. Both cars ahead have had a spin, and they both got damage, and they both got penalties. 6 seconds. Evil Zook, can he close it up in a few laps? Already, the gap is 12 seconds, and it's going to come all the way down to 11 seconds, and even further. Evil Zook, if he felt he didn't get enough screen time, he's definitely going to get a lot here. This is feeling like Austria all over again.
If I'd be Glowstick, I would just be staying out now for the last 3 laps, or for the last 2 laps even.
Yeah.
I think Glowstick's just going to stay out, because he isn't going to lose that much. He's going to lose to Evil Zook, but Mano, he also has 9 seconds. Don't think he's going to lose to him. But yeah, that was a bit... What happened? I think Vector had a sideways moment out of turn 1, and then Glowstick hit him.
Yeah, he went wide, he hit the wall, Rackler, and Glowstick went too hot. He didn't prioritise the exit Glowsticks, which I guess he should have, and then he would have got Rackler on exit. But yeah, Iwazuki, he's actually gaining a lot slower than I expected.
I mean, to be fair, Glowstick has absolutely no front wing left. He's still keeping up Rackler, and he's still 11 seconds ahead of Iwazuki.
Maybe this should be drive of the day, I don't know. This is going very well for him. I was going to say, Iwazuki, if he does close up, this will be a podium. But, I mean, they both got, well, he only needs to close up 2 seconds. We're talking about consistent drivers, about settling for points. He's closing slowly, Iwazuki. This is championship, well, doing championship well material, so you're not winning. But if he could get glow sticks, which it's now looking like he will, and he could get Rackler, that'll be a podium for Iwazuki. Get to interview the man from Birmingham.
Rackler has 6 seconds. I think Rackler might be a little bit too far away, but Glowstick could be possible.
I mean, it's already
10.4. It's the slow corners where he's going to gain on him. He just has to nail those slow corners. Wasn't perfect with both port, yes.
He needs Rackler really to get another penalty. Maybe even both. Because
does Iwazuki have damage?
That would be another twist, wouldn't it?
And because he really isn't gaining that much on Glowstick. Obviously, Glowstick without that front wing is fast on a straight line, but
Mano's
still,
gaining on him.
this is Monaco.
Yeah.
He shouldn't be able to maintain that gap.
It feels illegal. I mean, Iwazuki's a good driver, but maybe, I don't know, maybe the nerves are getting to him. I mean, Glowstick in Glowstick shoes, you've got nothing to lose, do you? And Glowstick maybe had a big battery. Maybe that's why he was sticking. But I mean, to be fair, he's hitting his apexes. I think Iwazuki's hit the wall. He's lost even more time.
Yeah. Almost starting Mano. Mano's out of fuel.
No!
Talk about fuel.
I think he thought there would be safety cars, and I don't think he realised there was a safety car
is blinking
glitch.
red as well. And Ruben is out. Ruben is out of fuel as well.
Oh my goodness! I think it's the safety cars, because I think they thought there were safety cars and they didn't realise there were glitches. Well, this helps us tomorrow. NSX Barra, I mean, we'll announce it before he reaches the line. He's going to come around with 2 corners left with a very nice helmet. Number 7. This is another victory for Barra in a Ferrari, the retro-looking Ferrari. Brilliant victory from Barra. Wins the crown jewel of the calendar, and he now is going to charge on to the championship win. As Ruben, he's going to come slowly across the line for seconds. Now, Glowstick, He's got no
What
front
about
wing.
Wrecker?
Evil Zook.
Wrecker's
Evil Zook's gonna
good,
get
I
glow
think.
stick, but is Evil Zook gonna get Rackler?
Wrecker is out. But Zook, with the penalties, won't be able to get
Oh
it.
my goodness. And Sadio ran out of fuel as well. Do you know what? Evil Zook, he's gonna be gutted. He could have got a podium. Just the pace wasn't 2 seconds.
Yeah.
I mean, to
God,
be fair, VIP did a good race.
I remember
think
looking
Fuel
at
did as well
Ruben's
later.
fuel like 5 laps before the end and thinking, that's still red. Is he gonna fuel safe or not? But God, a lot of them underfueled. Sadio underfueled, Ruben underfueled,
They got
Weckler
away with it.
underfueled.
They
Van
actually
Dongen,
maintained their
he's thinking.
positions. They all maintained their positions apart from Sadio. Obviously, Michael Van Dongen can't. Oh, to be fair, Michael Van Dongen, yeah, he comes fine. He's fine across the line. Well, what a race! Berra wins. Second, Ursi Ruben after a very good recovery drive, no doubt about it. NSX Berra completely agree with it. In-game drive of the day, and Rackler finished third. And are we going to get an interview with any of them? Do any of them have a mic, T-Hall?
Beva definitely
Yes, that's
does.
good.
Ruben, I'm not sure.
Rackler, I only heard his
Wecker,
voice, I think,
I don't
once.
think. I think he might.
Well, I mean, the Ferrari. Did they win here? No, they didn't win here last season. In real life, it was Max, wasn't it? But
Yeah.
top spot. The fans go crazy. It's a pretty empty looking street. The fans not really packing out the streets of Monaco, but he's going to get them soaking wet. Oh, celebrates in the lovely Ferrari yellow overalls. And I mean,
I
what a
quite
win
like
that
those
was.
overalls.
I like them a lot. I hope they keep them. That'd be nice. But yeah, Sparrow out on top, the Dutchman, just like in real life, wins by a massive 13 seconds, but that was obviously because of Ruben's penalties, as well as him running out of fuel. So we only lost 4 seconds because of the fuel. Rackler finishes 14 seconds behind Ruben. He also ran out of fuel, had a few penalties, but he manages to hold on to a podium. So we got 2 Dutchmen on the podium. Evil Zook and Glowsticks, the 2 Brits, finished 4th and 5th, both collecting over 10 points, which is good for their championships. VIP makes it a double McLaren top 6 and 6th. Sadio Mano 7th, Michael Van Dongen 8th, Sphinx 9th after taking pole. Smolly rounds off the top 10, where he could have been on for a podium. And then the rest of the did not finishers were Tex Rex, Bullboy, Kostya, Casti, and Michael F1. The 2 Haas cars DNFing first, so. Oh. 8
Should we
finished the race.
interview?
Yeah.
Should we interview only Beva, or should we just open up a party and we have free chat to get more guys in?
We'll interview Just Sparrow. We'll
Okay.
have a very in-depth interview with him. We'll make it almost a podcast, maybe. I
Okay,
mean,
I'm gonna set up a
yeah,
new group with. Or no, I'm just gonna invite him to this party.
yeah. But I mean, I think Barrow will be nothing less than absolutely buzzing. Maybe he's getting used to it. I don't know. But we'll get the Ferrari car up.
I mean, he won like what, 4 out of the first 6 races, I think. That is quite decent.
Yeah, he's definitely dominating F3 so far. Probably one of the most dominant displays we've seen in F3 in quite a while. But he's doing very well for himself, as we'll wait for him to join the party. But oh wow. Oh, Steven's saying Monaco's crap, so I assume he had a poor race.
I mean,
Despite
he's on pad. Of course, he thinks that Monaco is not so nice.
Exon Square doesn't have much history at all around Monaco, but I don't imagine it's a great one. But he's championship leader in F4, not in Ferrari, in Alfa Romeo. So Ferrari powered cars in F3 and F4 doing well. Who's leading F2? That is Pace. That is Mercedes power, and F1 is Lou, which is Alpine. What car's Lou in? Was it? No, he's in Williams.
I was about to say,
Yeah.
he's my teammate.
Yeah, I almost forgot that. So Mercedes power for the F1 and F2, and Ferrari for F3 and F4. Is Berra alive? Has he joined the party? I'm not sure if my notifications are meant to pop up.
He hasn't joined the party yet.
Okay.
Or did he? No, he didn't. I think I'm gonna ping him on Discord, telling him to stop spraying with champagne.
I think after the quali ban, he probably was pretty damn annoyed about obviously starting at the back, especially around Monaco, just like you, as he joins the party. But it was a great recovery drive. Bera, hello, and can you hear us?
Hi, I can hear you.
Nice, nice. Well, I mean, you're the only one who's obviously gonna join our interviews, it seems. So we'll have a long one, but we'll start off with what's your first reaction to winning around Monaco? I mean, it's the toughest race on the calendar by a mile. For
Karma.
39 laps. But yeah, what's your first?
Karma is my first reaction. Holy shit. I just I have no clue how I did this.
Yeah, I mean, was it 12th or was it the back?
Yeah,
12.
P12.
Yeah, you drove obviously a brilliant race. You were very patient, especially behind Smolly. You took your time with the overtakes. Do you think that's up there with one of your best drives in FRL? I don't think you won a race before F3 this season, so in terms of your FRL career, would you say that's probably one of your best, or if not the best win you've had?
Yeah, this is the best without a doubt. It's I have won a couple of races like a few seasons ago, but this season I'm just on another level. I don't know. and even with the penalty from last week, I managed to get through the field. Have some nice overtakes as well.
Hmm.
So yeah, simply lovely.
Simply lovely indeed. I mean, Hawk, we were obviously talking plenty of time about Barra during the race, trying to get past Smolly. I mean, what did you think? Obviously, Barra making his way through the field. Do you have any questions for him?
Let's see. You were stuck behind Smolly for quite a long time, and it almost looked like he was trying to back you up on purpose. How much did you have to control yourself to not just try to dive it down his inside at every single corner?
Not at all, actually. There were a few times that he was being quicker than me, but then I saw him hitting the wall a few times, and after that, I think he hit the wall at one point like really hard, and then I could just pass him. So yeah, just be patient and wait until the others fuck up, basically.
I mean, that is pretty much the message in F3 to winning a title. But I mean, despite that, if you were in quali, here's a good question: do you think you would have beaten the time of Phoenix? I think it was, if that's how you say it. I mean, obviously you probably didn't practice in wet conditions, I imagine, unless you did.
No, I didn't.
First, do you think you would have been up there in qualifying and like dominating from the front if you didn't have that qualifying ban?
I think I might have been around P5 before.
Hmm.
Just not the quickest over one lap, and maybe I got taken out then. So maybe this quali ban was a blessing in disguise.
Yeah, well, it definitely did make a difference. The overall result, you're still doing very well, not only in the results but also in the championship. I'm pretty sure you're now leading the championship. I think it's Bobby. Is it T-Hawk who's probably second, or Sadio
I
maybe he's
think it
moved
might be
up?
Bobby who's being second. We still didn't update the thingies after your penalty in Canada, so we gotta.
Yeah, I think
double
with
check,
with the 10 second, I'm now P8. I think in Canada. So there's still a
Okay.
few points.
but you should
Yeah.
definitely be back in the lead now, given that Bobby didn't race and Mano and Ballboy didn't have the best of races either.
Yeah, Mano was 7th, I think. 6th.
Yeah, I
Hmm.
think 7th.
Okay.
I mean, in
He
terms
did run out
of
of fuel in the end.
yeah,
Oh, that's well,
you,
yeah, that sucks.
Uriah's obviously had poor results. I mean, it's a fairly short championship compared to previous seasons. Only, I believe, 7 races left. So, do you think it's gonna
Six.
be, or
6 races
six
left.
races left now, just because we've done Monaco? And we might even be going into the mid-season break, but we'll need to obviously look at that. But do you think the championship in the last 6 races is going to be wrapped up earlier than the last
No,
round, or do you think you're going to be pushed all the way to the last race?
no, because I'm not gonna compete all 6 races.
Ah,
So there's a little scoop for you.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, in terms of obviously you not making any races, is that one or two or quite a few? Or...
I hope it's only going to be one.
Okay. Bobby, there's one person who's watching this. It could well be Hawk, but if it is Bobby, then he will be licking his lips with joy if he
At that
doesn't
race,
get
yeah.
banned. Yeah. But well, I guess any last comments, T Hawk, before we call it to a halt?
No. Is there going to be a 1 week
No.
break now or not?
I'm not sure. If there is a break, I don't think Barra will want it because you're on quite a roll at the moment, aren't you? But either way, I mean, Barra obviously from 12th to 1st, very well done. That was the best I've ever seen you drive. I've rarely seen you drive, so I'm very happy to come for this race. But enjoy your mid-season break, which I think they'll. Yeah, so Steven says there'll be a mid-season break. So enjoy your mid-season break, and we'll see you for Britain.
Thank you guys for commentating, and let's hope for another 25 points in 2 weeks.
Yes. And obviously T-Hawk, thank you for commentating, or you can thank me for commentating, whatever.
Thank you for giving me a co-commentator, God.
Yeah. It's been a while, Have you had one this season at all? I wonder.
I had Yuri, and Zouk halfway through in Spain after he retired.
Okay. Well, we'll see. Maybe if Lou and Evo stay in F4, I can maybe make a return. But anyway, we'll see everyone. I think for 2 weeks. If you don't have the FRL Twitter, add Fantari Racing League, and we'll probably post it on the Twitter if there's going to be a break or not, so you can keep up to date with it. But anyway, I am going to try and find how to unpause or pause the broadcast. So we will see you in a week's time.